All right, welcome back to another episode of the From Half Court Sports Talk Show with Darren and Rob. I'm your host, Rob. That's my co-host, Darren. Basically, today we'll be recovering over some of the games from this past weekend. But before we get into that, make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Check us out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here on YouTube and Twitch. So let's go ahead and get into the first game. The Mavs in the Suns. Thoughts?
Oh, we're talking about last night's game, right?
Yes.
So good lord, I was wrong. I don't know if we spoke since I've been wrong. Maybe we haven't on Friday. Maybe they already played at that point. But yeah, I was wrong. I can admit it. I thought Dallas was maybe going to get one game, but I didn't see them getting two. Rob should have made the bet, and he would have won it for sure because
I know I
it's
wouldn't
definitely
have
going.
because you weren't betting anything but 7 games.
Yeah, but should but okay, fair. I He's wishing would have took the sixth game, but anyway, um, Mavs are playing a complete team game right now. If we can go down to their stats, Finney Smith had a great game. One of those, I don't know, just great games. I don't know what else to call it. He just had a great game. Bronson, I think he might have honestly got himself into a new contract with either this team or another team. I personally like him with this team as a backcourt with Luka. I think that's great. Um, Also, I want to shout out Dinwiddie. I think it was impressive that he still got his, and while those three was doing theirs, getting theirs. But yeah, this was a team. This was a team win. They couldn't miss. They just couldn't miss.
Luka missed a lot. Um,
You saw what?
I said Luka missed a lot.
Yeah, I'm talking about the rest of the team now.
I think overall, it's like what I told you. Um, Luka's just that guy. He's just that guy. Now, saying that, they still have to go win a game on the road in Phoenix, and that's going to be their toughest challenge. If they can win a game in Phoenix, they can definitely win this series. One game in Phoenix wins this series at this point.
I don't know about that. Uh,
I mean, they have to. They're the away team.
I mean they have to, but I don't know if it wins the series for sure. All I'm saying is this is turned out to be a better series than what I thought. I could definitely say that. It is very unfortunate that Chris Paul was thrown out of this game in the fourth quarter, though, with those six fouls. And it's also very unfortunate what happened with. I found out this morning with his family.
His mom.
I guess there was yeah. I didn't see the video of it. Sheesh,
Apparently,
I didn't
they
know.
said it was like a teenager.
Yeah,
Look how old this kid is. He doesn't look that old.
yeah, yeah.
So they alleged that he pushed his mom, and you could also see Chris Paul saying to him, "I'll see you after the game. I'll see you after the game."
Okay, can we go back to the box score real quick? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Been happening for a while now.
I
I've
love seeing
already.
it happen. I love it. Chris Paul defending his mom on Mother's Day is a
Oh,
beautiful thing to see.
I was like, what are you talking about? N- I don't even know what to say to that, Rob. To be honest with you, uh, and I don't have no idea what to even say to that. Um, but yeah, that's very unfortunate. But it's unfortunate that he was thrown out the game because of six fouls. Uh, they definitely. I'm not taking nothing from the Mavericks though. They definitely won this game. Phoenix gonna have to figure out what to get back into their groove or something. We'll see what they got when they go back home. Maybe they're just a home team. And that number one seeding is everything.
Another big thing that happened today before we get into the other game, Nikola Jokic, the Joker, has won his second MVP. You have any takes on that? Should he have not have got it? Should have gone to somewhere else?
Um, No, I don't got a problem with that actually. I don't have a problem with it at all. Not even the slightest.
So shout out to the Joker. Apparently he beat Batman again, won another MVP. So that's good to hear. Hopefully he's in the second Batman movie. All right, so it's on to the next game. The Miami Heat versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Another big win by the Philadelphia 76ers. I was really surprised in this game just because of how James Harden shot so well. This is the best James Harden has shot all series, and in my opinion, the reason they won the game.
What? Still stuck on this Batman reference. What?
He's gonna be the villain in the second Batman movie.
No, he's not. No. Leave Joker alone. Leave Jokic alone. Sheesh. Okay, sheesh. Sheesh. I agree with you. James Harden probably played his best playoff game.
Ever.
Um, definitely on this coast, I would say. Um, yeah, this was also a team win. It was definitely a physical game. My favorite part of the game was actually at the end, getting to see Jimmy Butler and Beat talking to each other, talking trash to each other. That's everything. That was everything to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was everything because those two playing with each other before, and now like they're legitimately going at it to try to take each other out. And one thing I can say, Embiid definitely changed this whole series. Like you
Did
put
you?
him into this game, he changes everything.
I don't want to say that I was surprised because Homie was in the running for MVP, but I thought Miami was such a better team that the Joel Embiid wouldn't have. I don't want to say impact on the game, but I didn't think it would change the outcome of games.
And to me, it was just I just always thought their wings and point guards were better in Miami. Like you can have, it was one of those like, yeah, you could have Embiid do everything you want, but as long as you can stop everybody else on the Sixers defensively, and then everybody else get theirs, I just thought they had better wings and point and guards in general. But James Harden showed up, so who sees that coming? Nobody can see that coming. But
Especially in the
yeah,
playoffs.
he just exactly. So he just randomly showing up. But we'll see. This is a very interesting series now. This 2-2 because can Philly get that game in Miami with Embiid? And if they do, it's pretty much overboard. It's over, right? So the overboard. Yeah, but James Harden showed up. That's for sure.
Um, I think that's so. I need your predictions for the rest of the Sun series and the rest of the Sixer series. It's both tied 2-2.
I don't even know where to start, bro.
Then
I'm
I'll
trying to
start.
see.
I
I
got
think
Dallas winning in 6, and I have Miami winning in 7.
mm, I don't know, man. I got Miami winning it. I don't know when. I'll just say 7 because I respect Joel Embiid. But the other series is kind of hard, bro. That's just hard because I don't know. I don't know if Chris Paul is just playing bad or what.
You
But
think
I
Chris
don't
Paul
know.
played bad? He's
Yeah,
having he's
like
been
go ahead.
he's been having a really good series so far, especially from an
Really?
efficiency standpoint.
I'm getting thrown out the game.
No, it's
Go
from an
to his
efficiency
turnovers.
point
Go to his turnovers real quick.
for the series.
No, last night. That's not bad.
2.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but for the most part, like I said, for the series, he's shooting really well. He's super efficient in the playoffs. He had that perfect game at one point. Um, if Chris Paul can just be that much of a that just that efficient, that game to game, and keep that up, they're going to be really hard to beat, and they're going to be in every single game. No matter if Devin Booker is on or off that night, they're going to be in that game.
Why do you have Dallas winning? Because you essentially saying Phoenix is not about to win another game.
I think Dallas has found their groove. Luka is going to get his no matter what. It's all going to come down to the 3-point shooters around Luka though, and them making their shots. But Luka is going to keep them in every single game and keep them right
I
there.
find it disrespectful that you call them 3-point shooters. That's just me.
I think the same thing about Utah. Devon Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, a bunch of 3-point shooters. You can maybe throw Mike Conley
Mm,
in there, but a bunch of 3-point
Mike
shooters.
Conley and Jordan Clarkson,
He's basically like a really good 6 man. He's like Donovan Mitchell's
but he
replacement.
doesn't just shoot threes. That's my whole point.
Yeah, but he's not part of the starting lineup.
But even if we talk about the starting lineup, three of the people that you name aren't shooters, aren't
Yeah,
pure shooters. They're shooters. It's two people.
yeah, but who's creating around Mike Conley? Mike Conley's kind of a shooter when he around Donovan Mitchell. Donovan
All
Mitchell
right,
has the ball.
Bronson is not just a 3-point shooter though. Like
I'll give you
after
that.
watching the game yesterday, you can't say that.
I don't know. I look at Brunson as more of an all around point guard anyway. Could do a
Who
little
down?
bit of everything.
Who's their 3-point shooters?
Reggie Bullock, Finney Smith, Kleber, uh, I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
let
The
this.
other
I'm
these
gonna
guys don't
let
really
this
get
go.
play.
I'm just gonna let this go. Let's go into the fights real quick.
All right. So if people don't know, Canelo fought this weekend. Uh, what? First of all, Darren, have you seen the fight yet?
I have not got to see the playback yet.
All right.
I
So
cannot wait to see.
I want to say this. The UFC co-main event was so damn boring. Dana White was watching this shit on his phone. Was watching Canelo on his phone.
Has nothing to do with this fight.
I just had to
Uh,
say, I saw a picture this morning of Dana White saying, "Damn, this co-main event sucks. Let me go watch some boxing." That's how
no,
bad the co-main event was
that has
for the
nothing
UFC
to
this
do
weekend.
with this fight though. But I haven't got to see it yet. I can't wait to see it so I can break it down a little bit more. Everybody's saying it was pretty much a wash that he beat him. Like it was like no question. So I heard like somebody walked out like in the 12th round, like after a minute because they knew like Canelo wasn't gonna pull the upset. The upset at that point anyway. Yeah, this is I'm I don't know. Canelo's my guy. I don't know what to think after this. I don't think we're gonna get Canelo Triple G3. I don't really care for that honestly. But this one hurts. This one hurts. I gotta definitely go back and check it out. But this guy, he looks like he might have stood behind that jab the whole night.
I thought it was a really good fight. From what I saw, I think it is what it is. I think it's one of those things where if you give Canelo 3 4 months, he could definitely win a rematch. But this is a question I was going to ask for you. From what I was reading, it sounded like Canelo was challenging Dude for his WBA, I think, championship. So I'm assuming that means that he defended his belt and he wasn't going for any of Canelo's belts. So since is that considered a title defense, and is Canelo going to be able to
Nah,
get an automatic rematch?
I don't know. I would assume that he would get the rematch, but I don't know if it'll be automatic.
Because if I'm correct, Dude was undefeated, right?
I don't know too much about Duke to be honest with you.
I thought I saw he was undefeated. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, he's 19-0 with 11 KOs.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Boop, 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 boop. And it looks like he's been champion since 2019.
Like, no, I would have to remember who he had fought before Canelo to actually remember the guy. But
I can figure that out for you. Oh, that's NPR. Hold on.
but
Right here.
He just looks like a taller, stronger version of, well, not even a version, just taller and stronger.
All right. Do you know any of these guys?
Uh, Maybe Joe Smith. That sounds familiar. Actually,
Bro, it looks like he's been champ for a while then, actually. Now that I'm
it
looking
looks like
at
he just
this.
beats people's asses. I feel like I do remember watching him now. Now it's starting to come to me a little bit more. Um, just a very technical fighter. I didn't know what weight class he was in when I first watched him. I feel like, and honestly, now that I'm seeing that, if I'm putting everything together, I'm really not understanding how he fought Canelo.
What do you mean? They said he was an undefeated WBA champion.
I don't understand how he fought Canelo in the weight classes. Essentially,
You want to know what weight class it was?
that's what I'm confused about.
All right, give
He
me two
looks
seconds.
big, like,
So I
and if
want to
I
say it was like
remember him,
super
he's
lightweight, but
tall,
don't
big.
quote me on that. Um, this was. It was too big for Alvarez. He was too good. His precise punching, excellent footwork, and jab were too far too much for Alvarez to contend with for the 170-pound title bid. 175.
There's no way he's 175. That nigga's big.
I mean,
That
it says in the
nigga's
article
big.
that Mike here says that he was too big for him. Too big for him. Great footwork and a good jab.
Well, uh, if that's the case, Canelo just probably went too high up in weight because 175 is too much for Canelo. I don't know personally. I don't know. This weight classes is not my forte, but I didn't think. Now I don't remember him. I didn't think he would ever fight Canelo. I didn't think they would be in the same weight class. But congratulations to dude. I don't take nothing away from him, especially if everybody's saying you want to fight handling. Congrats to you. Um, if it wasn't for the belt, that's kind of fucked up because you deserve probably like all of them at this point, or whatever ones Canelo had on top of it.
Um,
If a rematch do come, I'm always there to see it, but I gotta see this first one for real.
uh, that's two big upsets in boxing within the past year and a half or so. Lomachenko losing, then Canelo losing. Do we have any other upsets coming this year?
Um, I'm not going to count. I like greatness, so I'm not rooting against anybody to like lose. So I just want all the great people to keep being great.
Damn,
I'm not naming no names because I don't want to curse anybody.
damn. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go over some of the UFC fights from this past weekend. A great night of fights overall. A banger of a main event. Um, there was some controversy with the main event. If you don't know, Charles Oliveira versus Justin Gaethje was the main event. Charles Oliveira missed weight and had the belt stripped of him on the scale. He missed weight by 1.5 pounds. It's
Bullshit.
a controversy because a lot of the other UFC athletes have stated that they think the scale was off by a half a pound.
Because it was.
But I'm hearing that Charles still should have known that because it was a scale provided by the state athletic commission. So Charles should at least had his own scale in the back to confirm his weight, so he would have known to drop an
He
extra
did.
half a pound.
He did.
Um,
He did.
so so I'm thinking what's going to happen is Charles should definitely take this claim to the state commission and try to get his belt back. Because as of right now, he's still considered the number one contender. But we'll see how that goes. As far as the fight goes, it was an amazing fight. It's exactly what you want in the fight. Uh, Justin Gaethje was walking forward, throwing hard punches. The fight started. This fight was only one round, by the way. So the fight started, and Justin was walking forward and got clipped early by Charles, which had Justin start walking backward. This was in like literally, legitimately the first 10 seconds of the fight. I believe Charles got a little excited and kind of rushed Justin, which is what you don't do. You don't rush Justin Gaethje. Justin's a brawler. Justin's the type of guy, he'll take 3 punches to give one because he believes that one punch can knock you out. So Justin started backing up into his cage. Charles Oliveira rushed him. Justin Gaethje hit him with 2 really good hard hooks that rocked Charles Oliveira. Hard hooks that rocked Charles Oliveira. That started backing him up. They had a couple exchanges with Justin still hitting Charles very hard, which made Charles drop to his back a couple times to show guard. And people were saying in the UFC community and within Reddit that this is Charles's new strategy. That when he gets hurt or hit, that his jiu-jitsu is just so damn good, he's just going to drop to his back, and nobody's going to jump into his guard, and it's going to let him recover from whatever punishment he just took.
That's smart.
Yeah, very smart. So Charles then hopped up and hit Justin with the nastiest fucking straight I've ever seen. The way he threw it, it kind of looks like a hook, but then he just kind of snaps his punch, and it's a straight. It caught Justin clean, dropped Justin. Then the way Charles Oliveira took Justin's back was just so smooth and so clean, choked Justin out, and proved again why he's at the top of the lightweight division. Very, very impressive fight for Charles Oliveira. He shows once again that he's not just a good lightweight, he's an elite lightweight with really good striking and amazing jiu-jitsu. It's going to be really hard to beat this guy. For some predictions after the fight, I hope since he got stripped of the title, fortunately for a lot of UFC fans, this is going to leave it wide open for Conor McGregor to get another UFC title shot. Honestly, he shouldn't get that title shot. He's on a 2-fight losing streak right now, so he should not be getting that title shot. I think it should go to Islam Makhachev, Khabib's protege. I think that would turn out to be a phenomenal grappling match between a wrestler and Charles's jiu-jitsu. And I think we'll really get to see Charles show his hands off in that fight, because for grapplers, they both have really good striking. So I think that's going to be an amazing fight. They're trying to do that fight, hopefully, or the Conor fight by the end of the year, hopefully the fall or December. Another great fight I did want to talk about too, really quick, because it was a crazy beautiful knockout. I don't know if you've seen the knockout yet, but it's
Yeah,
Michael
we could just
Chandler
talk about the
versus
knockout.
Michael Chandler versus Tony Ferguson. Darren, did you get to see it yet?
Absolutely. So I got to watch it, and I talked to Rob before I watched it, and the guy, he did not describe to me that the guy saw the kick coming. He saw the kick coming as it was lining up, pretty much perfect, and he just couldn't do nothing. He couldn't do nothing about it. It was over with. It was over
Well,
with. He saw that kick coming.
well, the thing is, and I want to, from a tactical standpoint, if you watch Michael Chandler a lot, you will notice that his one of his favorite go-to combinations is his jab, then straight to the body. And it gives him a lot of damage. It helps him get in closer to the fighter, to land possible power shots when he gets close. What's up?
Change the background. So we ain't got the green guy. Really don't. Great.
Uh,
After that.
um, give me 2 seconds.
For
All right,
sure.
so he uses
Yeah.
his jab to straight to the body to set up to get close to his opponents to so he can get in and start landing his power shots. The problem with this fight is Tony's a pretty lanky, tall dude for the division. So Tony was catching him and countering him every time he tried to land that straight to the body. Kept catching him with a hook and kept piecing him up. So Justin, at the beginning of the second round, said, "Okay, I need something that I can throw straight so I can land it with something with a little bit more distance." Threw that straight front kick straight down the damn middle. and caught Tony right on the chin. If you also notice when he caught him, Tony's hands were onto his sides because he was trying to counter with hooks again, and it was just too late. Left his face right open, no head movement, got caught. Another great thing about that kick, if you pay attention, they were circling each other. Michael Chandler had to track his head to land that kick, which is
Mm.
another reason I think it's the best front kick I've probably ever seen, and a little bit better than Anderson Silva's. Anderson Silva's was definitely way more sexier,
We're not doing this. We're not
but
doing this.
the power Michael Chandler generated in that kick was
Compare too much.
insane.
Rob, you compare too much.
Darren, you got to understand that front kick Anderson Silva did is basically the Jordan logo for MMA. That's what
He,
that is. That's what that stands for. And the fact that we saw a front kick better than that is insane.
mm,
You can't name
there's
another
a,
front kick
there's
better.
a, I can name another logo, honestly, but I'll leave that alone. It's not even about that. I just don't compare. I don't compare things like that. But yeah, this kick was amazing. Dude, not like it was clean. It was just clean. Hopefully, dude is okay because
No,
that was
no,
vicious. It was vicious.
that's the end of his career. Tony's a Mexican fighter. He's known for how good of his chin is, how tough of a guy he is. His chin's gone. It's officially gone.
I don't
Um,
believe one fight and one knockout, especially with the
no, Darren,
leg.
that's not what I'm saying. If you watched his past 4 fights, which he's lost, starting with the Justin Gaethje fight, that fight he started losing a little bit of his chin. He didn't get knocked out in that fight, but he had a stoppage because he was taking too much damage. He was just taking damage,
Okay.
damage, damage. So that fight, then losing his next 2 fights and taking damage in those fights, and then this kick to end it all off, his chin's officially gone. That front kick knocked away his chin. Tony Ferguson, he probably won't because he's kind of a crazy guy and a really tough guy, but he should be thinking about retirement right now. Because without that chin, Tony Tony's just
I ain't gonna
really
say
good
that.
at jiu-jitsu and a decent boxer, a really good boxer.
You just
It,
describe half the people in UFC. I'm done with this. We got to wrap up soon.
no, bro. Tony's 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu black belt is insane. And the only
All
reason he
right,
lost his
so
previous 2 fights was to grapplers. So, and guess who one of those grapplers were? Just so I can throw it out there. Charles Oliveira. Then that just shows
Mike,
you again how great
if you
Charles's
just
jiu-jitsu is.
he's good at jujitsu. Tony is,
Yes, he's super high level jiu-jitsu.
then he can still fight. Exactly,
No,
he can
dude,
still
Darren, his
fight.
chin's gone, bro. His
Okay,
chin's
so
gone. He
take
made
people
his
to the ground.
money. He would when
Get
he
people
was
to the
on his
ground.
12 fight
Get
win
people to the
streak,
ground.
winning all his fights, and when he was at the
You gotta get
best,
people
the
to the
top of
ground.
the division, it was one of the biggest reasons because of his chin.
You get
Justin
people to
Gaethje
the ground.
knocked his chin off, and then Charles Oliveira touched him up. He got
Rob,
grappled by
Rob,
Bino Del
all I'm
Reis,
saying is
and now his chin is gone.
when you talk about his career is over, are we saying that he can't? You're saying he can't compete for the championship again? Or are you
No,
saying he's just not able to even compete again?
at the high levels of the lightweight division, he's not competing with these guys anymore. He's not
All
competing with
right,
the high level lightweights.
all right. I have to take your word for it.
And if that's the case, I think that at that point, you're just taking unnecessary brain damage, and you might as well
Mm.
retire from the sport. Because unless he goes on a 4 to 5 fight win streak, he's not looking at another title shot again. And he's older, late into his career. You might as well just retire and save the brain damage.
For sure.
All right.
Well, that's all from this weekend.
Yeah, that's all from this weekend. Thank you guys once again for watching another episode of the From Half Court Sports Talk Show with Darren and Rob. Make sure again you guys like